Drenching rain along the Texas-Mexico border let up Friday, but rescues were still ongoing a day after severe storms trapped residents in their homes, forced drivers to abandon their vehicles on flooded roads, and shut down an airport. At least 3 people died. Hidalgo County officials said in a statement that they did not immediately have more information about the 3 deaths except that they involved law enforcement efforts. In Harlingen, officials said their city received more than 21 inches, 53 centimeters, of rain this week, with the heaviest rainfall on Thursday, causing severe flooding that had authorities rescuing more than 200 residents, with another 200 people still waiting to be rescued. This, of course, has been a historic and challenging event for the city. But Harlingen is strong. We have faced adversity before, and we will get through this together, Mayor Norma Sepulveda said at a Friday afternoon news conference. In Alamo, the police and fire department responded to more than 100 water rescues, including people stranded in their vehicles and trapped in their homes, Fire Department Chief R.C. Flores said at a news conference Friday afternoon. Officials estimated a couple hundred homes in Alamo were flooded by the heavy rainfall. Flores said Alamo was one of many cities in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas that were flooded and had damage from Thursday's thunderstorms, but that all were working to help their residents. I assure the public that we are assessing the situation on the hour, every hour. We're constantly going out, not just in our city, Flores said. Just because the storm is over, it doesn't mean that the emergencies and the disaster is over. We are going to continue to work as long as we need to. West Laco Mayor Adrian Gonzalez said his city was inundated with about 14 inches, 36 centimeters, of rain, prompting 30 to 40 water rescues of stranded motorists and residents trapped in their homes by rising floodwaters. It's a historic rainstorm, and it's affecting all the valley, not just West Laco. It's just so much water in a short period of time, Gonzalez told reporters at a news conference. Television news footage from flooded communities in South Texas showed multiple waterlogged cars abandoned on streets on Thursday and drivers waiting on sidewalks for the floodwaters to recede. Between 6 inches, 15 centimeters, and 12 inches, 30 centimeters, of rain fell in many parts of South Texas in the past 24 hours, according to the National Weather Service. In neighboring Cameron County, officials asked Governor Greg Abbott to declare a disaster for the county after more than 17 inches of rain caused significant flooding. The rainfall amounts we received have been record-setting, and not in a good way. All county resources are being utilized right now, and we are assisting in all ways possible, Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr., the county's top elected official, said in a Facebook post. Valley International Airport in Harlingen was closed on Friday, and all flights were canceled due to area flooding. We are working tirelessly to reopen and focused on ensuring safety, airport officials said in a statement. More than 3,400 in several counties in South Texas remained without power on Friday afternoon, according to EEP Texas. A flood warning was still in effect for portions of South Texas, including Cameron, Hidalgo, and Willacy counties, through early Friday afternoon, according to the National Weather Service. There's a break from the rain this morning, which will allow floodwaters to gradually recede, but we'll still need to keep an eye on the development of isolated showers and thunderstorms once again this afternoon, the National Weather Service said on social media. Any additional rainfall will be quick to cause flooding issues given the heavy rainfall that has already fallen. One middle school in Alamo was scheduled to remain open as a shelter for residents through Friday. One shelter had been opened in West Laco, and officials in Harlingen had opened the city's convention center as a shelter. More than 20 South Texas school districts and college campuses canceled classes on Friday due to the severe weather and flooding. Nearly all of the city of Rio Hondo is underwater after the massive rainstorms that hit the Rio Grande Valley on Thursday. City Administrator Ben Medina said Colorado Street, which is the main street through town, is underwater from the middle of the city all the way to State Highway 345, also known as Sam Houston Boulevard. That state highway is also flooded for several miles from Rio Hondo to Cemetery Road, which is about 4 miles east. Medina said the only road accessible into Rio Hondo is Reynolds Road, which is also Williams Road in San Benito. Meteorologist Lexi Walker says Rio Hondo received 17.9 inches of rain on Thursday. The city administrator says the heavy rainfall is causing problems with the city's wastewater system and lift station. He said it is not impacting the city's drinking water. In nearby Arroyo City, the small fishing community was hit by more than 15 inches of rain. On social media, many homeowners reported water going over the banks of the Arroyo, Colorado, and getting into their homes. Others reported seeing fishing docks and lights breaking loose from the moors and flooding downstream. In San Benito, the entire frontage road of the expressway remains underwater after the city received nearly 18 inches of rain. Many motorists were stranded on Paseo Real, Williams Road, Sam Houston Boulevard, and McCullough Street.
Water situation, we're still flooded out here in Rio Hondo.
Some drivers trying to get to San Benito had to travel south on the expressway until the State Highway 100 exit, take the turnaround, get back on the expressway, and then exit the Business 77 off-ramp. The soggy Sunday brought a flood of trouble for downtown Miami. Hundreds of thousands of people gathered for the Ultra Music Festival. The inclement weather led organizers of the 3-day electronic dance music showcase, which took place this weekend at Bayfront Park, to hit the pause button in the afternoon. Ultra's going to be delayed for a while, dude. The lightning is striking, people are leaving. This is awful, said an attendee. The digital sign says, due to extreme weather, the festival has been temporarily paused. Please evacuate the stage. And this is at the Resistance stage.
9th and Airport.
Once Ultra resumed, people found creative ways to get around flooded Biscayne Boulevard to get to the venue. Something I never expected at Ultra was having to tight walk on concrete pillars to get in, said an attendee. Revelers walked on top of concrete barriers to avoid the nasty floodwater. A flash flood warning that was issued for parts of coastal Broward and Miami-Dade counties Sunday afternoon was extended in Miami until 7 p.m. It extended from east of the Little River area south to the Brickell area. A tornado warning was also issued for the Florida Everglades with a storm that moved away from populated areas. Street flood advisories were in place for coastal Miami-Dade and most of Broward until 5:30 p.m. A new street flood advisory for parts of Miami-Dade was later issued until 8 p.m. Miami police officers shut down Biscayne Boulevard to traffic in the most impacted area between Northeast 11th and 13th Streets, near the Adrian Arts Center. Crews were later seen bringing pumps RO help get rid of all the standing water. Over by the Casillas Center, there was more traffic trouble. 7 news cameras captured several vehicles that were stalled out. Heading north, several cars were also stalled out in a flooded parking lot in Sunny Isles Beach. Fire rescue crews helped drivers who were stuck. Drivers were advised to avoid flooded roadways and to turn around whenever possible when encountering standing water.
Oh my God.
Miami Beach, meanwhile, received between 5 and 7 inches of rain, mainly in South Beach and Mid Beach. Pennsylvania Avenue was shut down between 13th Street and Española Way due to flooding, as well as the intersection of Alton Road and Chase Avenue. Video showed driveways covered in water on Alton Road, near 47th Street, and floodwaters brought parts of Collins Avenue to a standstill near 50th Street. Roads were very wet in Aventura as well, though the rain created a beautiful rainbow over the city. As for Ultra, it was extended until 11 p.m., 1 hour after it was set to wrap up. Streets are flooded as heavy rain pours down in parts of northwest Florida on Sunday. A flash flood warning is in effect for Escambia County, according to the National Weather Service. National Weather Service lists the following areas that could be impacted: Pensacola, Ferry Pass, Brent, West Pensacola, Warrington, Goulding, Myrtle Grove, Beach Haven, Brownsville, Avondale, Bellview, Millview, Pleasant Grove, Quinavista, Seaglades, Paradise Beach, Perdido Heights, Chanticleer, and Perdido Bay.
This is no longer Miami Beach. This is not Miami.
Some travelers are currently stuck as their vehicles have become submerged in the floodwaters. Pictures and videos were sent in by viewers showing the magnitude of the weather event. One viewer said a tree fell on her shed in the backyard. Two separate videos show wind, hail, and rain in northwest Florida. One video was recorded in Garcon Point by Tom Kaufelt, while the other is in Ferry Pass from Kalinda Carr. Megan Wages captured video inside a Pensacola dillards of water making its way down the stairs, flooding the shoe department. Pensacola resident Monique Brown sent in footage from her doorbell camera that shows the moment lightning struck her neighborhood on North D Street.